Greetings and salutations, I'm Kev. Welcome back to this Let's Play of Sid Meier's Colonization as the Dutch on the Americas map. And Viceroy difficulty, and I do believe that's actually... I do think this is the first time I'm actually trying to play on Viceroy. And it has gone extraordinarily well. It has also been the first game where we didn't get an Indian raid until, my goodness, it took, what, until the 1600s? Way into the 1600s before we got our first one of those. Never had that kind of good relations with the natives before, so that was kind of an interesting experience. So things have definitely been going our way. And the only thing that's very different from how I usually play is that I usually go for settlements that are all about self-sufficiency, and that means they'll have both access to timber and access to minerals and at least 3 squares for food. I have not done this in this game, and that's kind of out of necessity because the Americas map doesn't have that many areas for tools. I mean, if you start out on the Caribbean spawn, you're really out of luck because the only mountains are over here and tend to be very much protected. There are a few hills here and there. And if you land in Brazil, that's even worse. You have to mine the wetlands, which you could do. If you land on the Argentina spawn, at least you can go into the oh, Andes Mountains, there we go. The mountains. I mean, there are quite a few areas here where you could get plenty of food and plenty of minerals and get some pretty good tool production going. And they'll be inland, so they'll be safe. I wonder, are they finally sending troops or scouts up our way? They might be. That's kind of interesting. They might actually not know about our colonies. No, they have to know about our colonies. So why haven't they bothered sending troops just to the usual park and harass you tactics? I don't know. Not gonna I shouldn't complain about it. It's very nice that they haven't. Because that's one of my pet peeves, both in this game and in the original Civilization. That the AI can just march in, fortify right next to you, and just make things messy. Why is there an English colonist moving around up there? Carpenter train, good. Goody. Good and goody. Mine depleted. Oh, right. But that's fine. Because we have another mine. These little minerals. Just gonna shift that around. Yeah, eventually that's gonna mine out too, but that's okay. Then that just means the tool production will go down for a while. Not a disaster. Nice little fortress. Get the customs house going, please. And we trained another blacksmith, which is awesome. Now, where was he gonna go? St. Eustatius, I think. Fort Orange, another trainee. He's gonna become... Yeah, what are you gonna become? I am gonna need a few more of these elder statesmen, so... Oh, soon we'll have those customs houses. Oh, it's gonna be so sweet. Not having to freight tools everywhere. And speaking of tools, that's what we're gonna do now. Which places need tools? New Amsterdam and Fort Orange definitely, but not right now. You're good for now. But the natives needed tools. Pernambuco, you have tool production going, right? Vlissingen does not, and we just dumped quite a few things there. Okay, dump off 1 cargo of tools in Vlissingen, and other than that, we're gonna trade with the Incas, or the Aztecs rather. Aztecs, Someday I'll say all these tribes correctly, instead of all making mistakes. Yeah, I wouldn't wait for it either. More colonists. More people to train, and you are just gonna try to run away. Get them cargoes into somewhere safe. You're gonna unload 2 horses here. And then you're gonna move to Berbice next, I think. Pesky ship. Die. Of course you evaded me, so you're gonna do bad things next turn. Very bad things. Fort Nassau is out of tools now, we just emptied it. Go to up to Recife. Oh darn it, that was a double slide. Wasn't supposed to happen. Okay, Berbice, you have so many squares. Which of them are we going to preserve? Probably one of the river squares, actually. And I think we're going to chop everything else. Well, let's start by plowing the tobacco. We're definitely going to start increasing tobacco there. I was going to just park them up here, but I think I'm going to send them down and try to destroy enemy privateers. Okay, let's see, you in. You there. Kick the farmer out. And start cutting timber. Yeah, I know that's not the highest yield square. Thank you for telling me that, game. Oh, and we're gonna dump 2 horses. There we go. Or can you work this? No, you can't. It's gonna cut all production. That's probably not worth it. Probably not worth it. Into Suriname with you. It was there, right? Then one there and one on this side. Well, that's going to generate a lot of colonists. Pretty much just fish. True fishing village. Yeah, we're going to settle there. That is what I had in mind. Wilhelmstadt. You just work on the bells. Until we can get more people there. You wait for Paramaribo, you for Bonaire. And you for that new colony I wanted to found. You were just trained, right? Yes. So head northward. You're gonna also head to the coastal colony. I need that one up and running ASAP. We're probably gonna generate alarm on that colony. That's my guess. So you go out there. It's gonna be interesting to see how our score will change once we get Las Casas. 664 from citizens right now. 664. So if there's if they give 2 points each, that's not going to change anything. If the natives give 1 point each, that's going to double that. That's going to give us another around 50 score, right? Yeah. So if this suddenly goes up by 56, we know that these counted as well, indentured servants and petty criminals, just 1 point each. If they go up to, or rather, if our score goes down by 104, then they counted as specialists. Yeah, but then we went from 4 points to 2 points per. That's gonna be interesting to find out. I'm not an expert at this game, so finding these small, tiny little things discovering how things actually work. It's kind of interesting. It might take a while longer before I get Las Casas though. You're gonna attack me and you got damaged. Good. Good for me. And soon we won't need to do all this trading anymore. I mean, I could have set up automated trade routes, I know, but I'm lazy. I'm just gonna bring more bodies across the sea. First ironworks up and running. We aren't making tools in this colony, actually. Huh. Yeah, okay. Fine, we're gonna need an armory here. And there's Las Casas. It's a pity it doesn't work for later converts, but oh well. Neither of these really matter to us, we're just gonna pick Coronado. Colonists, okay, you are gonna be trained into either a lumberjack or a carpenter, I'm actually not sure. But now, we have so many free colonists that need educations. You're not gonna be educated here then, you're gonna move somewhere else. Fine, I'm gonna have that last two tools next turn. Okay, now for the score. 664 last turn. We got one more colonist. It went up to 726. So that's, let's see, mathematics. 56 plus, 64 plus 56. Yeah, okay. So they were worth 1 point each, basically. Now they're worth 2. So we gained 56 points by adding Las Casas. Of course, we do lose their native production bonuses. So I just might have to go through our colonies and verify that we still make... yeah. Verify that things are still in order. Trade the village. Sure, let's trade that. Tobacco and trade goods. None of these cargoes will matter because they won't be cheap enough. No, never mind. You already offloaded horses here. Yes, you did, so you're gonna just move up to Suriname. Oh, actually that was not a privateer. I'm so used to privateers moving in this direction. Of course, that wouldn't matter. The forge can't slow these guys down unless we're at war, so... And since I have a Gnat mine, I've already forgotten what they were wanting now. Tobacco, I think. Tobacco, trade goods, rum. Always with the tobacco. You go to Recife. There should be tools there, or there should have been tools there. I can take the 60 tools that are available at least, instead of waiting around. There are roads that need to be built. You finished there. Curacao should have some tools. You were supposed to say right there, huh? Okay, you go to Parabotsets. And I need to go through all my colonies now to basically educate everybody. We're gonna train you into a cotton planter, sure. I mean, we are gonna need some experts too, so might as well do that. Do you want to train a tobacconist? Yes, definitely. Ah, clear specialty, there we go. So we go out here. And grow tobacco, please. Yeah, fine. Grow food. That's okay. At least one extra. He can go to... up here, I think. Yeah, go to Fort Orange. Yeah, you follow him. Gonna need a carpenter up there at some point. Quite a few carpenters now. I'll have to check the mathematics here, so I check all the colonies, so that we all... so that we train all these people. Actually, I should probably start with that. Okay, Amsterdam, you are already training everybody that you can. Fort Orange, you should also be training everybody that you could. No, especially now, since all these have converted to more conventional professions. So we're gonna need to get at least one farmer, so we can get food. And I think... ideally, I want to train the cotton planters and the weavers in pairs. So I'm just going to train him as a lumberjack. There we go, I think. And sort you out. Curacao, you have one little schoolhouse. Now you're actually losing food. Yeah, that's true, because these guys aren't as efficient at food making. Ideally, you'd need a farmer to train these guys now. How many lumberjacks and how many carpenters do I have right now? Okay, so I'm short one lumberjack. And I have no idea how many I'm training. Shuffle, shuffle, shuffle. There we go. Seems fine. You don't actually need all these. Are there any of the new settlements that lack A&L statesmen? I don't think so, but I'm gonna verify. Only Wilhelmstadt. Okay, we're gonna send you up to Wilhelmstadt. You know what? Take some horses with you. Get there faster. Fort Nassau should train some troops, or say some people here. Though you only have one available for training. He's gonna be a farmer then. And you also kind of want too many of these guys. Off you go. Yeah, you can't really feed these extra elder statesmen. You have more than enough trying to feed the industrial machine here. I think. Yeah. That plus training blacksmiths and stuff. Recif should be training someone. They are not currently doing so. The fishermen. Start with that. Then we're going to train farmers and basically just become a food city. Until I have something better there. There's no schoolhouse here, so you can't really train anyone. You would need it over in Curacao, actually. So head that way. Vlissingen is educating someone. You're gonna need a farmer in Vlissingen too, actually. Okay, you can head south then. Pernambuco, Paramaribo has no schoolhouses. No, okay, fine. I'm gonna train a fisherman at the very least. Yeah, we don't need farmers down there. Essequibo has plenty of farmers, but no schoolhouse. think all the schoolhouses are busy now. Most of them. Recife, yeah, we finished you. Fort Orange, yes. New Holland. That's a schoolhouse. And a bunch of natives and no farmers. Oh. Fine. There are other settlements that need fishermen, so... What about Bahia? Much the same thing, really. I need to finish all the current training of carpenters and lumberjacks. I know what I have, I think. Because I've lost track already. At any rate, there are tons of troops, tons of people we need to re-educate here. And we also need to increase our army. Lots of things to do. Ah, darn it. They hit 20. Maybe it will be worth bribing the French into war with the English. Though of course the French are going to lose one of the colonies pretty darn quickly, and that's going to be the end of the war. And that'll work to our disadvantage. I don't know, 5,000 to delay them, is that worth it? Because that's the equivalent of 8 colonists. Bought on the dock. I think we're gonna stick with the colonists. If the French settlements all had fortifications, I'd consider it, because then at least they wouldn't immediately be captured, and that would end the war. As soon as one of the settlements changes hands, they're gonna make peace. That's just how the AI works, as far as I can tell. Okay, we have our ironworks up and running. Get the customs house. We don't really need it here, actually, because this town wouldn't generate excess goods. No, it would generate tools and muskets, and all those goods we would definitely take care of on our own. And you don't need a fortress. You don't need a university either, really. You don't even need an arsenal, but you know what? Go for the arsenal. Generate even more muskets. And our first custom house is operational. Excellent. Let's immediately set goods. All base goods, yeah, those will be sold. We're going to sell them lumber. Ore, silver, everything there. Yeah. All that stuff, just sell it, make us money. Now then, what do we need next? A shipyard is a bit high on the ore list. Are we going to make ships? Probably not. We'd probably just hammer out artillery. Because ships wouldn't really do that much for us. Our privateers would be very vulnerable, especially in a war of independence. They wouldn't matter, and ships don't add score. As for factories, well, we could eke out a bit of money, I suppose, by building factory levels. Textile mills, fur factories. Not sure which of them are more valuable at the moment. Go for the fur factory. Oh, this is gonna be nice, not having to do all this manual freighting. Right, you were there to trade tools, and I already forgot what they wanted. Tobacco, right? There has to be tobacco. Always tobacco. Primary boat should have cargoes available. Yeah, so we're gonna go there and pick something up. Pick up those two at least. Curacao has 3 cargoes available to freight. Southward we go. In that case, dump this stuff in Curacao, please. Suriname needs horses. There you go. 2 horses. Sounds like a bad Indian name. 2 horses. Oh, to attack that merchantman there. Just to verify. Tobacco trade goods rum. Yeah, that's true. If I just sell this stuff, we won't actually generate cargoes for the natives. That is true. I don't know, I need to think about that for a moment. I mean, getting cargoes would be nice. Or trade with the natives, that would be... Well, let me put it this way. That would generate more money than using the customers directly, obviously. And it improves relations, but I believe the relations are capped at some point, and I think we've hit that cap. So I don't think we gain anything from that. And we're not going to attack them and then placate them, so... Though I suppose we could, if we just want to raid them for natives. We don't have to destroy their towns. Just hit them a few times, take their natives, then placate them again, and yeah. But ultimately I think it's just better to just leave things as is. Yeah, I think we're just gonna sell everything we can at this point. I'm gonna send a few of you guys back to get a proper education in one of the larger facilities. I think that's better than having you out here making food. So many mixed forests. Now you can start chopping lumber. I'm gonna have the guy here next turn. Carpenter. Yep, that's gonna be it. Last coastal settlement. Aruba. That should be the carpenter we know. Okay, you already had a carpenter. Never mind. Had I? Lumberjack. That's what they're called. I knew that. Totally knew that. Wilhelmstadt needs a carpenter, I know at least. And Statius, do you have the capacity to start mining right away? No, you don't. There's not enough food here. Let's see. Blissingen needed a farmer to educate all their colonists. So that's fine. You're just going to wait your turn. You head to Fort Nassau because Fort Nassau needs to educate someone in the art of weapon making, I think. You only have one gunsmith. Need more. Connect Wilhelmstadt and all these, if you please. And down here, I think... Well, we could keep these forests. It would make them easier to defend the area, since we would get the native defensive bonuses. That's the advantage of keeping these things open. No. Where were you going? Wilhelmstadt, right. And that leaves you. We need some presences everywhere. And we're gonna have that, so that's fine. So, are we gonna make even more colonies? We were thinking about this one, right? And we were thinking about one out here on the plains. I'm so going overboard here. It's gonna take a long time to fill all these colonies in, but... These behind it, they don't really need defenses. Not really. I mean, the king should never touch them. So, I'll consider that, actually. We'll see what we do. We're running closer to the cap, at least. Let's see. They have 14 colonies between them. I have 19. I'll have 20 soon. That's 34, and the cap is 48. So, I don't know. How many more colonies could we place? Let me just think that through here. We wanted one here, right? Get that lovely little cotton there. And we could build one to the south here. Wouldn't actually be ideal, but it would fill in the area and take some of the at least 2 river squares, I suppose. There's the colony here, which would have some fish. Quite a lot of fish, actually. And similarly over here, I mean, look at this. Oh dear, oh dear. So many nice resources, so much food. And we could also take advantage of the whole river. But, I don't know. I go a bit overboard here. It's easy to go overboard here. There are so many good spots. There we can settle the city, that would take one of the resources. That would be the one between the rivers. That'd leave another room for another one here, another one up there, and over here. You have plenty of room for cities. It's just a matter of, if I want them, I need to settle them now, so that we generate Liberty Belts immediately. That's the thing. Because we want as much of that as possible, and that takes time. But, I don't know. I don't know if we're going to be able to fill the colonies we currently have. If we ignore the English independence, we probably will have time. So, yeah. We'll see. We'll keep going until the game says we can't make more colonists, I think. I want to see what the cap is. So we're probably going to do that. We're probably going to ignore the English independence. We'll see. For now, though, time for a break again, I think. Thank you for watching.